Hello, everyone. Welcome to the trainingsyndicate.org. I'm JJ, VWAP Trader One. I haven't done a weekend update in a while. I thought it'd be interesting to check in with folks before the larger earnings started coming in. We're in the middle of earnings cycle now. We have Tesla this week. So I just wanted to take a look and show you what's going on in the ES. Maybe give you some ideas for the overnight on Sunday, just so you have some sort of a tactical advantage. We have we had a new all-time high, of course, one in the overnight, and the regular trading hours session could not take out the overnight high. That happens a lot. So we had some liquidation into what we call a B-shaped profile because, in fact, it's shaped like the letter B. So what that is it's a liquidation of all that trap long inventory above 63.40, and that inventory for the end of the day, the previous day, Thursday, and then Thursday night, that all fell out. Liquidation, right? You'll notice that liquidation, if you're a market profile geek like I am, you'll notice that liquidation just came and filled those single prints because you have a distribution here on top, which is the value area, and then a little one down here. So it stayed within the first distribution. We also have a poor low, which means competitive buying there. So it's almost like a catcher's mitt catching all of that falling inventory. So let's go and look at what levels it has to hold going into Globex tonight. 63.20 and 63.06 and a quarter are my big levels to the downside. So if it takes out, you know, depending, hopefully there's no crazy news, but depending where we open, if we open inside Friday's range, right, it'll be business as usual and just look for kind of choppy back and forth. If it opens outside of Friday's range on a gap down, then look for these lower levels, right? There are still a good amount of people who are short from the weird fake news things that have been going on. So there are areas of buying and they are still bid. You could see that they were bid as heck on Friday. So just make sure that you find a seller before you just indiscriminately short. Hit and run shorts on the backfill are okay, which are scalp shorts. Okay. Let's take a quick look at the daily on a candle wax. I've got this new balance zone from 62.60 quarter to 63.31 and 3/4, and we are above that. Let's see if we stay above that going into the week, right? So there's our market profile chart. Now, this is a up close market profile chart where we can show you in detail that poor low. You can see how the value area of the previous day did not get violated. So even though we had liquidation Friday, we were still inside the previous day's range and cost basis of its inventory. So 70% of the inventory on Thursday was priced above 63.22. Until we violate that level and take out that 63.18 stop, you're not going to get that much push down. So the market closed at 35 and a quarter. Here is what you're looking at. There is some supply at 63.40 to 42. So if you're long, if the market gets up to that level and stalls, that means you've got competitive selling, right? And you better get rid of your inventory, right? On the short side, you use the lower stops here at 33, 29, 24 half, and that poor low. So remember, it might be a slow Sunday night. If it is, just take it easy and wait for your balance range to form. If you want, we've also on the 1 minute chart, I drew out a closing balance, right? Where it shows you where the inventory is positioned, right? And it's positioned between 63.29 and 63.36. This is helpful for people who don't have market profile. All you need is a simple volume profile, 1 minute candle, and then you can see, when say we open, get under 32, come back up over it, and you're long, you know that there's going to be some sellers at 37. You know that there's going to be sellers at 40. And the top of these candles are where the large sellers initiate and force price lower because they're competing, right? So that'll help you out. You can use these levels, and then of course we just double them to the upside and double them to the downside, and that helps us manage our expectations, and it also helps us manage our risk because then we can take trades that are at the edges of these rotations. What are we rotating? We're rotating inventory. So a great trade is when the market looks below, say, 63.29 and then comes back up. You go long 30, you put your stop under that level, right? If it gets past 32 and a half, you know you can stay in the trade up to 36, right? Make a couple of points, right? You can also do the shorting when you look above and fail of 36. You should come back to the middle. Now, notice that the market didn't come back to the middle, right? It's stalled out, right? That means there's competitive buying above the middle of the zone. Small little things that we teach you at the trading syndicate that can help you actually make money, where you know actually how to close out your trades and be practical. Here's a chart of Tesla for those of you watching it because it's got earnings this week. I'll do more of these as people want. Tesla, here we go with a small volume profile going back to December to now. You can see where the bodies are buried. You can see Tesla, once it gets over 361, it will have cleared this cost basis, and you'll be looking for that. Until we hit 361, first we got to climb over this 328. Just use these levels because that's where resistance has been in the past. And stock's cleaning up okay. Hopefully he gets to work and cleans it up and everybody's all happy again. I hope for the shareholders that this one works out. Anyway, I'm JJ. Thank you so much for being with me. We're going to do some really interesting sessions as the summer goes through, helping people hold trades longer, helping people learn how to build positions, helping people how to work on their trading discipline so they stop blowing up evaluations, helping people actually take money out of those funded trader accounts so you can actually get paid for your time. Everything we do at the Trading Syndicate is common sense, simple, where everyone can understand it. We have a business reason for taking a trade, staying in it, and getting out of a trade. So if you are thinking about learning how to trade, ask the person who's teaching you, what's the business reason for this trade? If they can't explain it, wrong. Come see me, JJ. We promise that we will teach you more than a month than you'll learn anywhere else about actually how markets are created and meant to be traded by someone who's actually created, markets to sell stock into, right? They're markets, they're simple. We want you to be profitable. Okay. Thanks very much, everyone. We will see you bright and early Monday morning. I do a session at 7:30 in the morning. It's on YouTube. I'm VWAP Trader 1, JJ on YouTube, and VWAP Trader 1 on X. Please join us at the tradingsyndicate.org, a place for regular people to come and learn how to make a living. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. We'll see you Monday morning. Bye for now.